Welcome back to the next installment of Budget Racers. The first thing I want to do is thank you all so much who have subscribed recently. The last video we put out about a week or 10 days ago, maybe a little bit more. And I mentioned in that video we just broke 500 subscribers. Well, now we just broke 2,000. It's insane. We are having trouble tracking where this growth is coming from too. We've searched the YouTube analytics and stuff, and it doesn't really give any definitive results other than we're ranked for like eBay Turbo #1 and stuff like that. So obviously we're not complaining by any means, but we're really appreciative of that. In the meantime, we got a couple things going on. We went ahead and bought the AEM FIC, the ECU we were talking about, and this is going to be the one that we're going to use to tune the car with, of course. This one's just a piggyback, so it's not going to be a full standalone ECU, and this is what the guy recommended that we're going to be working with, Mike at Emerald Coast Motorsport, and you guys will get to meet him soon enough. The only thing is that he is not getting his dyno until June 29th. It was originally supposed to be earlier this month, so we were supposed to have the car hopefully tuned in June, but that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So what we're going to do is wait for him, because he was so helpful with us. Just about everything that we needed for the oil lines and the end of this turbo install, we pretty much have to attribute that success to him. So we really want to go that way, and I'm excited for us to be able to be one of his first customers here in town. So for those of you that have been asking as well, we're actually in Destin, Florida, and this guy Mike just moved up from Ocala, Orlando area, and he had a shop down there that he had a performance store at, and so he's going to be doing the same thing in this area. So we're going to be waiting for that, and we're really excited, so we're going to give him a shot, and hopefully everything goes well. In the next video, we're going to be doing the intercooler piping and also the ECU install, so we'll have to go that route and install that. Hopefully it won't be too crazy, but it's kind of inevitable something will go wrong, as is Budget Racers. So I switched cameras just a second ago. You might have noticed I had a GoPro sitting over there on the box of the AEM FIC. So this is the camera that I actually recorded most of the original footage off of up until about the eBay Turbo build. That's when I switched over to, believe it or not, my iPhone 6, because it actually records in 60 FPS and it looks amazing. So I was just going to test out the GoPro, and I wanted to see what you guys thought about the GoPro footage versus the iPhone. What you just saw before it switched is iPhone 6, and I think it looks better, but there's probably something good with the GoPro. Like the in-car shots of us driving around before were all filmed on this GoPro, and I'm probably going to continue to do that. And hopefully when I render this at 60 FPS off the GoPro, which I didn't do in the past, it will look better, so that maybe that will be an improvement. Also, I forgot to mention we do have to clean up Steven's garage still, so that will be funny. That'll be kind of interesting to get that done. Now, the other thing that we wanted to talk to you guys about is, because there's going to be such a long delay, which I forgot to mention, I said Mike was going to be getting his dyno June 29th, but I didn't mention that he wasn't going to be able to see us until probably the mid to end of July. And obviously, we don't want to wait that long without any footage coming out, no videos, no content. And so we wanted to ask you guys what you would be most interested in seeing from this point forward. So obviously we're going to finish the Sonata, and that will be our ongoing series. We still have more stuff to do, like I want to get a steering wheel and small stuff like that, but we wanted to see if there's other things that you guys would like to see. So for instance, we do have the Firebird, of course. So this is Steven's, pretty nice car. So it has a Chevy 350 under the hood, and when he got it, the guy that had it before him was trying to make a race car out of it, and so he legitimately stripped everything out of it. So there's pretty much nothing. There's hardly any interior, no center console, as you can see. Some of those gauges and stuff, and the shifter Steven installed, and then it's a good baseline for sure. So this car I think has really good potential. The question is, what do we want to do to it? That would probably end up being some kind of drag car. Steven always talks about wanting to put like a 427 in it and build that super big so it dies at stoplights, and so I think that would be pretty cool. But I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. Something else we thought of was kind of a challenge series where each of us were to get individual cars, and we were thinking four-door hatchbacks of some kind, hopefully four-wheel drive, and then doing some sort of off-road challenge with it, because we actually have two huge national forests near us. There's one just across the Alabama border to the north called Alla something forest, and then there's one way over that way called the Apalachicola Forest near Tallahassee. So we'd be able to go do some off-road challenges back there, which would be, I think, a ton of fun. But of course, that means we'd have to buy those cars, do all the mods and stuff to it. But we were thinking with that challenge specifically, having a budget cap on the car itself as well as the mods. So like 2,000 in total, or maybe 3,000 in total, something like that. I think 2,000 in total for each of us would be awesome, because then it's like you have to do everything with that. If your car blows up, tough luck. So we got a lot of good stuff, and we just want to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe there's something that you have ideas about, even something that I haven't suggested. There's surely something we can come up with that would be super cool and we'd have a lot of fun with, and I'm sure you guys would enjoy too. So let me know about all that stuff, which camera looks better, which cars you'd like to see, and we will see you soon. We're gonna get the intercooler and stuff done hopefully next week, and then we'll also have the FIC to install, so that'll probably be a video. So the FIC install and the intercooler, surely there's something we'll run into with those two things. And then also the dyno run, of course, will be later in July, so we'll have that coming up. But we want to do something in the meantime, like I said. So again, thank you everybody that's subscribed and everyone that's going to subscribe in the future. Hopefully that continues. We really appreciate it. This is amazing. We could have never suspected that it would have grown like this. So we're eternally grateful to all of you, and we'll see you soon.